Okay, I wish I would have started this video a little from the beginning, because I was actually at the back of the truck yard. So I'm just doing this to show you guys just how far we can actually be from the building. It's at least, honestly, I would not be exaggerating if I said about a quarter of a mile back. Might actually be more, because you see how many trucks there are, so you got to think, if you stretch out those trailers, we're pretty far back. So if you wake up in the middle of the night, you got to go to the bathroom. Now, us truckers have a trick. If it's number one, there are things we can do where, if you're a man, where you don't have to walk the whole distance. But if you got to do like number two, especially if it's an emergency, you got to run, because you're like pretty far back. So what I do, I try to eat and use the bathroom before I get on my truck for the night, and I don't really eat or drink during the night. And I do got things there in case of emergency, which nobody really wants to use, but I do have it just in case I have to. And I do actually have a spare bottle or two, like if I just, oh my God, I can't wait, I will unfortunately use it in there. And of course you throw it away as soon as you get a chance. Double wrap it in a plastic bag and go about your business. It's not glorious, but it's better than peeing on yourself or the truck or along the side of the truck, and that would be your last minute emergencies. Okay, I was here last time, everything was closed. Today, a good part of it is open. They have Popeyes, Papa John's, Baskin Robbins, Burger King. So I'm actually going to take advantage of it, because so often when you come here, it is flat out not open. All right. Overall, this is I give this Petro, I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. It's pretty clean. Like I say, it has Papa John's, Burger King, which is what I got, at Popeyes, Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin Robbins. Now you guys get to see the entire walk back to the truck. I'm not gonna go super fast, but I'm not gonna drag it out. You guys kind of get a picture of, now you'll get to reverse it and imagine me having to come up here if I had something I need to do, which happens quite a bit. And I actually ate, so normally I don't eat knowing that I'll be so far away. But you know, you're a human, you get hungry. So, I mean, if I gotta come back in, I just gotta come back in. But you're about to see, like, it is a walk. When I say a walk, a walk. But I wouldn't trade this job for anything. You know, everyone on my channel, you guys know I did buses for almost 16 years. Greyhound, 14 and a half. Then I did Polk County, Florida, a year and almost 3 months. And it's hard for me to even believe it, but I've been out doing this truck almost 8 months. You know, 2 in school, 6 on my own. Give or take. It might be off by a little bit, but not by much. Petros, I normally don't like Petros, but one thing I can say, they usually do have a somewhat decent amount of parking. So I got here about 8 o'clock at night. And in the world of trucking, that's actually considered late as far as finding a parking spot, especially because I'm in Alabama. Typically, if you're not done by like, probably when I got done, like 8:30ish, you're done. There goes a spot by the Wiley Sanders. Where I was at when I got here, there was like 3. I took the one on the end to try to prevent a whole bunch of people from being all up on top of me. I always pay attention, so hold on here. You know, anytime I see, there goes a spot too. So, yep. When I'm out here, I'm all eyes and ears. Like, even though I'm recording my video, my eyes are like to the left, to the right, in front of me, behind me. And it's not about being scared, but you gotta be safety conscious out here, because you don't know people's intention. And if you notice, I'm like a few feet off from the trucks. Like I may be like 4 or 5 feet from like the front, because the way I carry myself, I never allow myself to kind of get boxed in. You always want to leave yourself somewhere to go. Laugh out loud, but I ain't trying to be, but serious. And I learned that being a Greyhound driver. Like, you just never allow yourself to get pinned in. And it's part of the Smith system. It's a driving concept, but it tells you leave yourself an out. And I do the same thing even when I'm outside of the truck or the bus. I leave myself an out. And I'm almost back in my truck. So I'm gonna put it somewhat down to the ground, because I don't usually show my carrier. Most companies have a somewhat of an anti-media policy. Like, if you just do a basic video, they probably won't say nothing, but you don't want to be too on my truck. You don't want to be too detailed, divulging company secrets, things like that. But as you see, I'm at like 5 minutes, and I believe I was pretty much at like 40 seconds when I walked out the door. So it was a 4-minute walk to get back to my truck, and I actually walked fast. So yeah, that part. All right. Oh, he's about to do thought he's about to turn around. And I see I got someone parked next to me, which I like that, because all right, we're gonna watch him do what he does. And it's basically a straight back at an angle. But I like when I can see when everyone is done parking. That way I can sleep without worrying about what the next person is gonna do. Because once I can tell they're already parked next to me, I don't really that's a pretty truck, by the way. It's a Peterbilt. Oh God, that's a pretty truck. See, I'm not just in this business to drive my truck. I just like big vehicles. I did buses 15 years. But it's really cool for me to get the chance to like get into the trucks. Seeing them on the road is one thing, but when you're really just in and amongst them like all day long, mixed with the fact I'm driving one myself, it's beautiful. I love it out here. Like, and it's for people who do that's my auto climate kicking in, which basically, like, to conserve fuel, it'll cut off. He's going way too fast. It'll cut off when you're like every 15, 30 minutes it'll cut off or cut back on to recharge your battery because your heater is continuing to run. Sleeper, auto climate, then you got your auto start. So yeah, I'm about to get off here, enjoy my little sleep for the night, and go about my business. All right, people.